Hello YouTube. I'm looking right here at a Revolution Forge MT two-wheel RC car that I was looking to upgrade to incorporate a first-person viewing system on a 5.8 gigahertz channel. And one of the ways that I wanted to do that was take the body here, remove a portion, if not all, of the front windshield area, and place a small camera inside of this. So the bottom of it's around here, using the mount here, and just sort of like hot gluing it right here with your wires coming out of it. And I wanted to have a separate antenna. I don't want the antenna to be on the camera. I want the antenna to be somewhere pushing through right about here, so that the geometry of the body kind of protects it a little bit. So I want the camera with a decent frame rate, 60 frames per second at least, with around 720. I don't really care if it's a wide angle because it'll be sitting right about here, maybe a little closer, as close as I can get it to where it's actually still pointing in the direction I want it to. And so camera here, antenna here, and about somewhere between a 1000 and a 600 milliamp hour battery pack that can connect to it. And what I'm not sure about is whether or not I need the antenna to have its own power source, in which case I would need like a Y-splitting cable that goes from the battery out to both of these, or whether I can run the battery to the camera and then the camera then feeds power to the transmitter. So I'm not really sure about that. Just food for thought. When I'm finished with this, I also wanted to incorporate a headlight system. If you notice the bumper here, I have shitty light and my camera lens is slightly broken, but there's cutouts in this front area here for I guess some LEDs, and I wanted to put rather bright LEDs in there and somehow chrome out the inside of these headlights so that they refract the light the way they were designed to, and also incorporate relatively decently bright LEDs in the back bumper area here, so that when I'm driving at night the vehicle is visible. I can at least see it if I come out to like grab it if the battery dies or whatnot. As far as the internals that I'm working with, I don't really have anything to provide power from the unit itself without messing with things that I don't really understand as far as like the board goes. I really only have one connection point for one servo, and that's going towards my steering. So as far as running it off of the car itself, I'd rather like to avoid that. You also want to keep the camera and all that system mounted up here so that, one, there's no compression between the body and the chassis if it were to flip over, and two, I want to still provide decent airflow to the internals so that I'm not getting any overheating issues. As far as the lighting system goes, I'm just going to probably, I'd like it to be wired up so that I can take the battery pack for the lights itself or whatever I need to do with that, and like maybe zip tie it to the frame at some point, maybe up here, back here, something where it's not gonna cause too much trouble for me to mess with or work with. So if you know about anything I can use for lighting kits, as far as the camera system, I'd like the whole camera setup to be including battery, not much more than $50. I'm on a tight budget. I'm a dad, and that takes all my money. So if you can give me some thoughts, preferably some links to the hardware that's compatible with each other, so I'm not buying the wrong thing for the wrong thing. If you have any ideas on what I can replace the windshield with so it's not drawing too much attention to the fact that I took the windshield out, you know, there's something clear I can put here so I can keep it relatively waterproof. Just whatever you can think of, just leave it in the comments section. Thank you.